So I served in the Madrid, Spain mission. It was from July of 2016 to June of 2018. And it was a big time of change. They started getting smartphones and switching to electronics. But in that time, I started out in Santiago de Compostela, up there in the north, which is no longer part of this mission. It's got switched over to the Barcelona mission, as well as my last stay in León. But I served there for 6 months, went to Alcalá de Henares, which is right next to Madrid, and stayed there for 7.5 months, a long time, in the ward there. Then I went to Madrid, to Barrio Dos, which is the Salamanca barrio, as well as Simancas and all of Calle Alcalá there in Madrid. Served there 3.5 months and went up to León in Castilla León for my last 6 months. And it was very interesting because each part of Spain has a very different culture and kind of a different feeling. Like up in the north, people are a little bit colder, not as emotional or really welcoming as other places, but once you got to know them and in conversation with them, they open up and are a lot truer than you might expect. Spain is a very Catholic country. Until 1973 or 5, Catholicism was the state religion. Everyone had to be Catholic. Everyone was baptized in the Catholic religion. So the church has not been there for very long. It's only been there about 40 some odd years. So it means that it's growing quickly from that very young stage. It's not as, I'd say, developed or established as other places, but it is growing little by little. In the north, they are quite Catholic, but they will listen. When I was in Madrid, it was interesting because there's a lot more cultural diversity, because you have lots of people from South America, from Africa, other parts of Europe, and just everywhere all mixed together. So not only do you have a lot of Catholics, which are what we'd like to call non-practicing Catholics, as some of them say, or really die-hard Catholics are really strong believers, but you have every religion there, everything from Muslims to Baptists, and it's interesting being able to get to meet all those different people from all those different places. And for me, the thing that helped me out the most with that is just getting to know so much about all these different cultures. Being able to talk to someone, ask them where they're from, and be able to talk about the food from there, or a little bit that I had learned about that place. If I'd meet someone from Brazil, I'd ask them if they knew how to make feijoada or some other food, and it was always great to start that conversation that could bring it to why we were there and being able to share the gospel with them. Other things with the Madrid mission specifically is that the boundaries changed just as I left. So there are 3 missions in Spain, the Barcelona, Malaga, and Madrid mission. And the Malaga mission was dissolved into the other 2. So now the Madrid mission is Madrid, a little bit of Extremadura, so Salamanca and Valladolid are the northernmost parts, where before it had Castilla León and Galicia. And now it has the full south with Granada, all of Andalusia, with Cádiz, Córdoba, and all those amazing places that people think of when they think of Spain. They didn't have that when I was there, so that's a big treat for whoever gets called to Madrid, Spain. Also, we have the Canary Islands, which is a completely different culture altogether. A lot more like South America, but each place is just different in the way that the work goes, and really trusting the missionaries that are serving there and coming up with new ideas to try was always one of the biggest things. Just trying to figure out new ways you can share the gospel or to try to get in contact with people.